Good morning, everybody, and welcome to my Wealth and Abundance Energy reading for the 2nd to the 8th of March 2020. I'm Stephanie Kakris, and for those of you who don't know me, I am passionate about helping people to reach their full potential and to achieve all their big, bold goals and dreams in life in order to change the world and make a real difference. Something that I really love doing is to help people to see the path that the universe has in store for them and to help to navigate that path with ease and flow instead of with struggle and hard work. So that has been my own personal journey for the last 20 years or so, is to be in a place where I can trust and follow the signs step by step that the universe is sending me, and then take aligned action in the meantime and do the things that light me up and get me going and moving forward. So today it's March. So welcome to the March energy, and I don't know about you, but I feel like I'm starting to get some insight and some awareness about what I need to do next in my business moving forward. In January and February, I've been doing a lot of internal work and manifestation rituals about calling in my next new client. And this month I feel like I'm starting to get some inspiration, I guess is the right word, about where to go next and what courses to run and what freebies to run and all that kind of thing in my business. So keep an eye out for that, although it's just started to drop in. And the reason why I share it is because you might be feeling the same way, that you've been feeling a little bit stagnant, a little bit like you've been on an inner journey, and I feel like the energy is shifting for March to becoming a little bit more externally productive. So for this week in particular, the cards that I've drawn really are about connecting in with spirit, and so we'll go through the cards and we'll talk about it as we go. So the first 3 cards that I've drawn, normally I draw 2 from my own deck. This is my higher wisdom deck that I've created for parents to help support their children. Hi, Michelle. And the first card that I drew out is the assistance card. So this says, I seek outside help and accept assistance when it is offered. So this is all about not needing to do everything on your own. So for those people who are really driven, and this is something that I have had to learn a lot over the years. I'm very capable and I like doing things for myself. Some might call me a little bit of a control freak because I like things done a certain way. But it's really super important that we call in the assistance that we need. And the other cards, I've got 2 cards. One is about light frequencies and one is about spirituality. And when I put all the cards together, I feel like this assistance card is encouraging you to ask for and receive assistance from the spiritual realm. So ask your guides, even if you don't know who your guides are, even if you've never really connected with your guides or the angels or anything like that, it doesn't matter. Ask for support, ask for help, ask to be shown the next step, and then look out for the signs as if your life depended on it. Like, really look for the signs and really keep your eye open for what they're trying to show you, what they're trying to tell you. I often work with people and open up their awareness and their connection to their intuition or to their guides or to the angels or to God. It doesn't really matter what language you use, but it's about connecting to the universal forces and not just being one single individual human trying to be on a mission on his or her own by herself. We're fully supported by all these universal forces and energy, but we do need to call upon it, and we need to, the more we become aware of it and the more we ask for help and the more we see how we're being helped, then the more that things will flow and things will be a lot easier and we'll take bigger steps. So that's the assistance card. The second card that came out is creativity. So it says, I develop my child's creative skills as much as their logical ability. I also foster my own creativity. So most of us in the Western world were educated in an education system that is very left brain, logical oriented. And so in order to open ourselves up to connecting with spirit and to connecting with our guides, one way, a really powerful way of doing that is to foster and employ our creativity. So the creative side is our feminine side. It helps us when we can be creative, it helps us to problem solve. It helps us to get that inspiration, get those flashes of insight when we're doing something creative or when we've relaxed into our right brain. So do something, definitely important to really do something creative for this week. It will help you to uncover the next steps if you haven't already started getting downloads for March. So the thing with creativity is, a lot of us are scared to be creative for the sake of being creative, because we were educated and raised in a culture where everything is judged. Okay, so, the thought of picking up a paintbrush or picking up some colored pencils and doing a beautiful drawing or doing a beautiful picture or doing another creative pursuit, a lot of people are really scared of doing that because they're scared of the judgment of that. But what I want to urge you to do is to be creative for the sake of being creative. And it doesn't matter what the end result looks like. It's about picking up those pencils and having a go. Just do some free drawing. What are some other creative pursuits? I find cooking for me is a very creative pursuit. Coming up with new different recipes. You can spend some time in the garden, creating, planting something new, creating a new section in your garden, dancing, doing some free dancing, anything that's going to help to enhance your creative side. It's really important that you do something creative. So the third card that came up is the spirituality card. So this says, as individuals and as a family, we nurture our connection with the divine universe. So definitely being creative can help to, as I've said, to connect you with your intuition and connect you with your guides in the higher realm. To have a little ritual that you do each day to help you to connect you to your guides. So I would be encouraging you to ask your guides a question every morning. Get out your journal and just spend 5 minutes before you get out of bed sharing something that you'd like support with, and also sharing something that you are really grateful for as well. And just say thank you for, some of the blessings. And also today, I'd really appreciate some support with X, Y, and Z. And create a little ritual that will help you to nurture your connection with the divine universe. And I'll say something else about that, but I will show you the next card that came out. So just to tie it all together, I have chosen one card from Jasmine Safi's beautiful Rainbow Oracle deck. Hi Terrell, hi Michelle. And this is the Light Frequencies card. So this says, the universe responds to your vibrational essence. Tune into your frequency of love. So what I'm getting for this card and for all the cards for this week around being in love and around really holding the space for your intuition to be opened up and for you to be asking your guides and being more aware of your guides. And that is that we need to be really careful with the global, the coronavirus and all the things that are happening across the world. There's a lot of fear energy. There's a lot of fear energy like right across the globe. And we really need to stay in our own frequency of love, because fear and guilt and shame are all really low vibrational frequencies. And yes, the message is just to really be strong. Turn off the news. Don't listen to all the hype around it. Do your creative things, go within, do your meditations, do your daily spiritual rituals, and always act from a place of love to help keep your vibration high. So that is the beautiful light frequencies card. Now, when it comes to manifestation, I love to talk about manifesting. It is all about really feeling what you want to feel when you so let's just say you want to manifest a new car. Okay, so you're really excited, you can feel the car, it's you know, it's on its way, you know that it's on its way, but you just haven't quite got there yet. The way to manifest that car is to imagine in the here and now how you're going to feel when that car turns up, and to create that feeling in the here and now. So with these light frequencies, you know, it's really important to feel the way you're going to feel, as if you have everything that you could possibly want and need, or as if your goal has already come true. And I can just hear them say that they're reminding me of that for my own goal for this year, my goals for this year. And yeah, if you need any support with that, then please let me know. I'd be more than happy to support you with that. Now, I've got some time this morning. If anyone would like me to pull a card for them, I would love to give you some guidance. Hi, Kathleen. It's really nice to see you on live. Let me have a look who else is here. Okay. So we've got Paula and Kathleen and Terrell. So let me know, just pop in the comments if you want me to pull you a card, and I shall pull you one of my, from my Higher Wisdom Oracle deck. I'd be more than happy to do that. And yeah, also if you want to share in the comments, if you've been getting any insights into what action you might like to take, or what your intentions are for March. I haven't felt the need to share mine yet, because I feel like it's just very early days, just a couple of ideas dropping in. And one idea that dropped in last night was that I would love to run a weekend retreat down near the beach somewhere for people who want to come and get a whole lot of work done. So they might want to create 12 months of their social media strategy, or they might want to write a whole lot of blogs, or they might want to map out their online course and record a whole host of videos. And I was thinking, you know, it'd be really cool just to have 3 or 4 people where, you know, we turn our phones off, we turn our Facebook off, and we just spend the weekend really focusing. And I could be walking around and supporting people, you know, with some guidance about that, because it's something that I'm really good at, is helping with business strategy stuff. Okay, so Paula, I shall choose you a card first, and then I'll do Kathleen. Okay, Paula. This one's for your inner child. So this says, I acknowledge that my children would prefer my time and attention rather than the latest toy or gadget. So I feel like your inner child, or your inner child is feeling neglected. So I would encourage you to spend some time with her. Really, the creative card is coming up for me. Have some fun with the creativity. Get some chalk or some crayons, and bring your inner child in and nurture her and give her some attention. I feel like you're being really busy and quite distracted with a lot going on, and your inner child is really missing you to just be still, to be creative, to have a bit of fun, and to give her that attention as if you had a small child with you. You know, that small child forces you to stop. The beautiful thing about children is that they're just so present. They're just so in the present moment. And so she's encouraging you to stop and be in the present moment and to slow down and to smell the roses. So I hope that's relevant for you, Paula. Okay, Kathleen, in March, you'll be researching a vehicle for your adventure. Oh, it's so exciting. Kathleen is going to become a nomad. So let me see, how can we best, hang on, I'll put these ones back in that I did for my reading. Okay. How can we best support Kathleen on her adventures? Okay, so the balance card has come up for you, Kathleen. So this says, I'm a more effective parent when I balance my own needs with my children and my partners. So this card is really about making sure that you are nurturing all aspects of your life. So nurturing your spiritual side with the practical side, with the dreamer in you, and your whole, you know, I feel like you're a little bit too caught up in the doing and the planning and the, you know, the busyness of, you know, the huge task that it is to sell off everything and to really downsize. But this is saying that the message that I'm getting is that you will actually move towards your goal more quickly if you slow down and make sure that you nurture all those sides of you, and continue to ask for guidance and help and support from your spirit team. So I hope that makes sense for you, Kathleen. Okay, Terrell. Let's see what we've got for you, Terrell. Okay, so for you, Terrell, the health card has come up. So this says, I model a healthy lifestyle. I eat well, exercise regularly, and look after my emotional health. So I'm pretty sure that you're probably already doing this, but what I'm hearing is really clean eating. That's what I'm hearing. So no processed foods, lots of fresh fruit and vegetables, even a juicing, going on a juicing fast or a fresh fruit and vegetable fast is what I'm hearing. So I'm not sure if that resonates with you, Terrell, but don't obviously just go and do anything based on what I say. Obviously go ahead and do your own research and make sure that it feels right for you, and seek medical advice if you need it. But the main message is really clean eating. So fresh fruit and vegetables, and try and avoid any processed foods, heavy carbs like, you know, wheat and heavy breads and things like that, and just trying to eat high water content foods. So fruits and vegetables that have got high water content is what I'm hearing. So I hope that helps for you, Terrell. Now I'm also going to draw a card for the lovely Teresa, because she is in Europe and she will be asleep now, and I know that she would love for me to draw her a card. So I shall do that, and then I shall bid you all a good morning. Okay. So Teresa's card that has come up is the emotional expression card. So this says, I encourage my children to fully express their emotions, and I am comfortable expressing my emotions with them. So Teresa, I feel like this is a sign that you are on the right track when you are allowing your emotions to be expressed. So if you're feeling really teary or angry or scared, to really feel into them and to allow them to come to the forefront, so that you can move through them. So I know I don't need to explain further. I know that you'll know what I mean for that. And for those of you who aren't familiar with the emotional expression, I'm all for positive thinking, and I'm all for creating and cultivating good emotions and feeling good. But it's really important that we don't deny the negative emotions. So we really need to understand that when we are feeling sad, that when we're feeling angry, that when we're feeling happy and joyful as well, that we really allow ourselves to fully feel into those things and express them, so that we can then get them, bring them to the surface, get them out and move through them. Our culture is really afraid of the so-called negative emotions, of the fear, of the anger, and of the sadness. But just by pretending they don't exist, by pushing them away, by constantly reframing and never allowing ourselves to feel them, then we can actually store them inside our bodies, and that can actually cause illness and disease, or fatigue, or chronic pain, or whatever it might be. So I would encourage you to fully express them in a safe space. Don't be afraid of them. This too shall pass is one of my favorite sayings when I'm having a really low moment and I'm sobbing all day or whatever it might be. But what I find is, if I don't fight it, if I don't judge it, if I allow it to be there and move through it, then I feel a lot better, and it passes quite quickly. So that is all for me for today. Thank you so much for joining me, and I shall see you all again next Monday. This coming Thursday morning at 9:30 a.m. Melbourne time, I'm going to be interviewing a lady called Gemma Wheatley, who is a sponsor for my Parenting Oracle cards, and she's going to be talking about energy healing and the benefits of energy healing and how it works, and how her own gifts have opened up over the last few years, and how energy healing can help you. So if you'd like to tune in and join us on Thursday morning at 9:30 a.m, I would love to have a few people on live watching. Have a great week, everyone, and I'll talk to you again next Monday, or Thursday before that. Bye for now.